Okay, hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk about some of the recent serums or essence or ampoules that I'm using, and I'm just going to talk about them and at least let you guys know how it feels like it. And yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So there are a couple of things that I'm trying now, and I've been trying for about at least 2 weeks to almost a month or furthermore. And just want to share you guys some of the insights that I have gone through using a lot of these products. And if you guys are also like deciding and contemplating whether to get them or not, I think this would be a good time to share. And then when you do your research, you'll make a more informed and wise choice. So right, I'm gonna talk about these two items which I recently got. They are from NIOD. I haven't tried a cleanser yet that I've got, but I've used the multi-molecular hyaluronic complex, and I've used the copper amino isolate activator 2:1. These two I have used, and I think out of the two, the one I've used a lot of is the copper amino isolate. Okay, a lot of people say that they have like a scent to it. Yes, it does. And to be honest, I feel like it really smells like vinegar, like a very sour and vinegary kind of scent. But it doesn't linger. It just dissipates really, really fast. What I like about this is that copper, you guys all know that copper has the ability to help promote collagen, elastin, and like basically to plump up the skin. And I think this is something that all of us will want in the long run, especially when our face, our skin is kind of going towards aging. So it's a very good thing to do if you want to anti-age your skin, like anti-aging products. But this product is also something that you have to use for a long period. So only through extensive using or like a long period of usage, then you will be able to see its effect and whatnot. So this is not like a product that you just wanted to use it, buy it, and see the immediate effect. It is something that you invest in and hope that it will. I mean, true studies is that it will, but honestly, we are not scientists and we are not chemists or we're not dermatologists. So what we do is that we hope that this product will eventually help us. So this is a product that if you wanted to buy for anti-aging and kind of just prevent yourself, then it's a good product to incorporate into the skincare routine, because first it's very, very lightweight. The texture of it is just like water. It's very similar to the Clarus EGF like peptide serum. Hold on, let me go and get it and I'll show you. So I'm back. So this is the one that I have taught my mom to read off and to read out, but she didn't. So this is the Claire's one, which I really liked. This is, I would say, the first one that I finished using because it's just so lightweight, it's so easy to use. No, like there's no stress about applying this because at that point of time, or not that point of time, actually all the time I have been battling with acne, hormonal acne, just acne, a lot of the times. And I don't want anything that is oily, I don't want anything that is a little bit like thick onto my skin because it just doesn't feel good. And sometimes after I apply a product and acne pops out, I will think it's this product, but actually it's just my skin. So it's just like this Claire's Midnight Blue Youth Activating Drop. It's very similar in terms of texture, but this one smells a little bit different, like a little bit more steel, but with like a hint of like fruit scent because it's like a lot of blueberry extract and stuff like that. But this one just straight up vinegar kind of scent, not as pungent, but I do feel like I'm eating salad when I apply this one. It's just very lightweight, just apply straight up to the skin and it just absorbs right in. A very no fuss, very non-burden type of essence, I would say, to apply. But of course, it is very pricey. I got this for £50, which I think was like really, really expensive thing. But for me, I feel like I'm reaching my 30s. I'm 28 this year. I feel like this is things that I will want to kind of invest in and kind of look into when I'm designing my skincare products. Next is this one. This is the multi-molecular hyaluronic complex. This one has 15 hyaluronic acid compounds in it. There's 15 different types. So they have the molecular with the large, medium, and the small one to penetrate deeply into the skin, also nourishing the mid layers and of course the top layer as well. The reason why I bought this is I was really crazy into hyaluronic acid. Like maybe last year I found out about hyaluronic acid because one of the China YouTubers, she has really dry skin, so she really talks about hyaluronic acid and whatnot. And the one that she actually talks about is this one. It's the BioHelix ampoules, and this is also the hyaluronic one, but it comes in vials, like individual vials like this. So this is a pack of 30. So basically, one is to be used for a day. So what I do is either use it in the morning, I use it in the night, or what I prefer to use is I use it at night and the next morning. So this is how it looks like, and this one, the hyaluronic acid, is actually used from, what it says here is it's like bees, you know, like yeah, 蜂窝玻尿酸. Yeah, so basically it's more of like from, I think it's like from bees or a form of like bee stuff, I'm not really sure. But basically, from what she says is that it is really non-sticky because she've used like even stickier hyaluronic acid ampoules and serums before. But honestly, when I jumped in and bought it, it was quite expensive. It was about $1 to $2, I can't really remember, for one. So it's really pretty pricey. And when I bought it, I was really like hoping that it's non-sticky, but when I applied it, it was very, very sticky. It took a really long time to really absorb into the skin. So it put me off, and that's the reason why that I didn't finish using every one of them, because it's quite thick in my personal opinion. But this one also had like three types of like different sizes, like three different sizes of hyaluronic acid in it, so that you can penetrate down deep into the skin. But for me, I feel like it's very, very sticky, and you have to, it's very spreadable, I would say. Like if you like to use like this kind of devices to use, it really do a very good job because it stays emollient and really kind of like spreads the device around. But it has a very sticky residue. Like when it's drying on your skin, you feel sticky. And even when you, like when it's absorbed into the skin, you still feel really, really dry. You get what I mean? Like you still feel really, really sticky. So that's something that I don't like about this one. So it put me off putting off hyaluronic acid ampoules and serums for a really, really long time. But then again, like I said, I am afraid of getting a lot of wrinkles at a premature age. So I'm trying my very best to do that. So I kind of saw like you have a lot of hyaluronic acid products out there, like the one from BENTON, the one from Innisfree, not Innisfree, but Innisfree, yeah, Innisfree. That has like 8 different type of hyaluronic acid in it, that kind. But then when I saw that it was on sale, I bought it. But then shortly after, I found this one. And this one, the ampoule, when I saw it, it really is very, very lightweight. I would have to say, out of so many, this one is by far the most watery in texture type of serum. But although I have to say that upon using it, you still feel a slightly body to it and a slight like stickiness when you use this product. However, I think that is like a property that hyaluronic acid has. So if you want to use hyaluronic acid products, you will have to kind of get used to it eventually. But I would say that this one is bearable for me. Like I can cope with the stickiness of it, especially in Singapore's hot weather. Okay, so that is how I feel about this one. And initially when I do the unboxing, there is like a kind of like scent, and I thought it was alright. And then I don't understand why a lot of people say that it's very smelly. But after using for like the past 2 weeks, I feel like the scent is a little bit more like, you will have a tendency to feel like it's not that nice smelling rather than the vinegar scent. You get what I mean? So, and this one's like the scent is really like thick, you know, and it feels kind of weird to have in a skincare product. But for the amount of like hyaluronic acid in it, I feel like I can overlook it and just apply my face. So this is another one that I feel like if you guys really wanted to try hyaluronic acid products, and often they're not feel like hyaluronic products is very thick and sticky, you can try this. Or you are the person that has oily skin, lives in very hot, humid like environment, and you want to try for something that's not sticky, go for this one, because only after you try this you will know how does hyaluronic actually feels the stickiness like, and slowly maybe you feel like maybe this is not enough, you want something that's thicker and it does much more hydration for your skin, you can upgrade to others with more moisturizing properties rather than this one. Okay, so this one comes in the 50 mils I believe, but it's more so-called like what is that word called, like the term, it's more kind of, it's cheaper to get it in a 30ml bottle. So yeah, this is what I've been using and tried, and it felt like this. So yeah, that's the 2 products from NIOD. Next one is the Inky Transamic Acid Night Treatment. This one has a nasty smell. Initially when I smell it, I don't feel anything, but the past 2 times I use it, right, I don't use it every single day, I use it maybe once or twice a week. I feel like there's like an ointment scent to it, and I really don't like it because for me, ointment is just something that I don't gravitate towards, and I feel like it smells like it, so it kind of just dropped to the bottom of the list. But Transamic acid is slightly less aggressive and it's more gentler than glycolic acid for hyperpigmentation. And I thought this is good because I have a lot of pigmentation going on and I honestly really wanted to lighten them, like desperately wanted to lighten them, because I prefer products like skincare and skin foundation to be on the lighter, medium coverage, more like glowy, and your skin can come through kind of finish. And because of all this pigmentation, I have to pack on concealer or I have to use like a more like full coverage foundation, which I really don't like, or would not prefer, I would say. So I'm doing a lot of this kind of hyperpigmentation products. I've been using the Kiehl's one for a long time. This one, right? But I felt like it's kind of a bit yellow, so I'm kind of like very rushed to kind of use it. But I've also been using this like as and when I felt like, you know, I wanted to use this. And other than the scent, I think that it's a good thing to kind of just use it if you want to just quicken up the process of reducing hyperpigmentation. But I don't really see like any effect to like really lighten the scarring, maybe because I use it twice a week for the past 2 weeks. I don't really see any effect, so I'm going to continue to use it and see eventually does it give me an effect. And also this one, the texture is much more like a it's like a gel texture like this, right? And then when you spread it out, it's just like the gel moisturizer, very lightweight gel moisturizer on the skin. Okay, yeah, you have the slight, like, it's not savory scent, it's just like ointment, you know, like, but it disappears really quickly. So just like a hint, it just scares me. But you see, it absorbs really quickly, and I feel like this is good because you don't feel like that scared about using glycolic acid that you may use on unbroken skin and whatnot. I mean, this one you still have to be careful, of course, but yeah, I feel like it's something nice to try if you know that you have sensitive skin and you don't want to use like a very harsh like acid on the skin. And then Inky is, it's very affordable. That's something which I noticed about the things. And yeah, and then they actually show you here which step of it should you use it on, like clean, hydrate, treat, moisturize, or SPF. And then they usually say that this is used as your last step at night. And then you have to throw it within 6 months after using, after opening. You have to use it within 6 months and you discard it. I like this is good because it means that there's less preservative in your products, and then it's actually kind of healthier for the skin. But yeah, if you guys are in the market for something like that, you guys can go ahead and try it. Although I would say that it's not like something that you wanted to buy to see immediate effects. Okay, then the next one that I want to talk about is these two products. So I've talked about propolis and kind of honey kind of serums, essence, ampoules for a long time. And the one that I really like is the one from Hyaluronic, and I've also used the Dr. Circle ones. I'm going to post a video on the 5 propolis serums I've used, because I actually bought one from Colosaurus, but I've yet to use it, so I can't give you guys like a whole main review over this 5. So right now I'm just going to talk about these 2. Hyaluronic one is really good, really affordable, really good for oily skin. I feel like it absorbs right in. Dr. Circle ones looks very similar to Hyaluronic texture-wise, slightly thicker, but it's just a little teeny bit. And it's more expensive, of course, but it both works like similar. And then comes these 2. This one is very affordable, and it comes in a glass bottle, which is like friendly. And then it comes with a pump, you know, not a syringe, but a pump applicator. And you don't have any scent to it, right? And then this one is like a bit like thicker. You guys can see. Okay, I'm going to apply both of them here, and then you guys can see how viscous they are. So this one is SKINFOOD, this one is CNP. You guys can see, right? This one is much more like, this one is like stickier. You guys see, like slightly stickier. So both of them are really hydrating, I would say. But I feel like the CNP one is really thick. It's called an ampoule for a reason. Okay, this one, it's called the Propolis Energy Ampoule. It's for intensive facial nutrient solution. It's really, 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 very, very thick and potent. If you have oily skin, you guys will feel like this particular ampoule is a little bit thick and a little bit like sticky when you apply it. And honestly, I feel like in Singapore's weather, it is not one that I would enjoy, especially when I have oily skin. And yeah, but I feel like I can understand why Koreans love it, because Korea is relatively on the drier side, and during winter it is super dry, you know. So I can understand why, because it really just covers and cushions your face like a blanket when you apply it. Okay, so I really feel like I know why this is so hyped up in Korea. So if you have dry skin, you probably will enjoy this one. And this one will have a scent to it. I'm not sure if you guys will understand what I'm trying to say, but if you live in like Southeast Asian, like Malaysia, Indonesia, and Singapore. I'm pretty sure you guys have drank this drink before. It is called BENTON. Basically, it's like a rose syrup with like sweetened condensed milk. I mean, I like the drink, but this one really smells like BENTON to me. Yeah, straight up BENTON smell. I mean, if any viewers out there have like the same thinking as me, then just leave a comment down below, let me know. Yeah, but well, I feel like it's pretty thick. So for me, I feel like maybe when I'm more mature or when my skin it's like become drier, or when I go to a place that has drier climate, I will enjoy this one more. And also, I got this one in the 50 ml one, which is like the smallest one, I believe, and it is pricey. And I got it during sale as well. But I think it's really, really pricey, honestly. Okay, but for me in Singapore, I will not gravitate to this serum. However, the SKINFOOD one, I feel like this is the best if you just want something that you feel like, I'm not sure if I'm going to feel like it's moisturizing enough, or is this like thick enough, or is it like light enough for me. I think this is a very good in between. Like, why do I say so? Because I feel like if you have combination skin, this one will work for you. It's not too like light, and it's not like too like thick for you. It's just like good in between. It's like sufficient hydration level and kind of like cushiony feeling. It's not, of course, it's like not as thick as this one, but it's like the very perfect good one. Because I have oily skin, I feel like it's good. It's like slightly on the moisturizing side, but it's not like thick, you know, and oily and sticky and whatnot. It just gets absorbed into the skin fast, but of course not as fast as those watery type of essence, because this one has some kind of like viscosity to it. It doesn't have any color, and it doesn't have much like significant scent. But what I like about this is that it's a very big bottle. It's 50 mils, and I've used a lot, you know, for the past like 3 months, and I'm only up to here, like this portion here, and the bottle is really, really nice. And it has like honey and propolis, like royal jelly even in here, which I think is really, really good. And I checked on like, I think it's like Skin Charisma or something about the EWG, like the rating of the ingredients here. This one has this, COSRX, and I think Hyaluronic has like little ingredients, and these 3 are the ones. And then I think this one has like the least amount of ingredients, so it's like less chances of it flaring up on the skin. So I purchased this one. However, I do feel something about this one. When I use this every single night, I feel like it might be a little bit too rich for me in a way. Like, I have these little bumps, like it's like closed, I don't know, it's like bumps, but it is like closed, and then if you really to squeeze it, they have like, it's not acne, you know, kind of thing, and it's like something white that kind of like comes out. I do realize when I use it, and it's just like only at this patch right here. So I'm not sure about this one, and that's the only reason why I don't like it. You guys, like, yeah, that's the only thing that why I don't like it. But the rest of it, I mean, it's moisturizing enough, it's nourishing enough, you know, and it's doing what it does, and it heals my skin, and it's itchy and whatnot. I think, and it's quite affordable. It's not like super cheap or super pricey. It's like a reasonable price, reasonable amount. That's the thing, and it's like right in the middle, very good hydration level. It's not too light, not too heavy. Even for oily skin, I feel like it's enough. And when I go to an air-conditioned place, when I'm working or whatnot, where the place is a bit more dry, it's also sufficient. And I really enjoy using this one. Other than the fact that it gives me little bumps on the skin, I feel like this is one that you guys can try, because it's kind of relatively safe, because I checked the ratings of all the ingredients. It's quite safe, you know. It's not like 1 or 2. And then, yeah, I think that there's nothing to talk about this. So I just want to let you guys know. And if you guys are like dipping your toes into propolis, I think this is maybe one of the products you guys can try, because it's very effective. And then if you guys wanted to know more about propolis, like serums and ampoules and whatnot, then stay tuned for upcoming videos. After I try the COSRX one, I will give you guys the review of that, the review of the 5 propolis one I'm going to talk about. So that are dead. Then, yeah. Oh, I'm not sure if I always want to talk about this. Okay, well, I'm gonna talk about this one. This one is like the plant-based time-stop collagen ampoule. I've used half the bottle ever since I got it. And I think that initially when I use it, I feel like it's really, really good, because they have like 18 non-added things, means that they didn't add any like parabens, like no pigment, no synthetic fragrance, no mineral oil, no BHT, no BHA, no sodium, like some sulfate kind of thing, and no alcohol, etc, etc. But they do have silica in it, so that's something that I feel like if they can remove it from the ingredient list, it would be perfect for me. But I do appreciate that they have a lot of other things that they try not to include inside. What it have here is that they have 76% mushroom extract, so it's mainly made out of that instead of refined water, and then they add in other products like ingredients inside. So what this does is that it kind of increase production for collagen, kind of like anti-aging kind of thing. I really like it because I feel like in times when I apply it, it feels a little bit, it feels very lightweight, but it has some kind of tackiness to it, you know, but it really absorbs into the skin really quickly. And after that, there's no tackiness. That's the good thing about it. And when it's like drying, it kind of like, it felt like the skin is like tightened, you know, especially when it's drying. And then it feels like it gives a lifted appearance on my skin. So I think that's the reason why people felt like it was like lifted, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, this is this, and I have nothing bad to say about it. I really like the fact that it gives me a lifted appearance. But I do think that it's expensive because this is 20 mils and it retails for $29. But if you get it through sale, I think that's worth it. Go ahead and grab it. And this one, although it has the same like kind of like pipette kind of texture, I'm not sure, like this kind of like water where you just pump the thing down. And I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but you see when I try to squeeze it, right, this one comes in like, you know, like I can't really do it very nicely. I can't control it. It just comes in and it's, you know. But this one I can control it. Like if I don't want it to like pump so much product, I can pump it slowly. You can see it, like it's like continuously. So I like that this pump, but this one it's very bulky, but I use half of it. It only contains 20 ml of product, so it's pretty pricey, but I like it. Yeah, I like it. We'll repurchase this if it's on sale again, but I'm not crazy over the silicone knit. And then I want to talk about, I'll talk about this in my February favorites. I really like it. This is the 1-1 Skin Wire Tear and Repair Serum. I really like this. This is like a sachet that they give me. And honestly, I'm constantly thinking about this, of getting like the full product, the full size, you know. There's one day that Cult Beauty actually gave me the 20% code for a day only. And I really wanted to get it, but it was so pricey, you know, because without the coupon code, it's about 280 Sing dollars for a bottle of this. So even with the 20% coupon code, it's probably 240, which is still, in my personal opinion, really, is it? No, it's like about $60, $220. So $220 for a serum, it's really, really over my budget. Because I have used La Mer, but this is a cream. This is a cool gel cream. 30 mils for $300. And I usually got it for $242, maybe. That's like the most expensive skincare I've ever used. But this one is just so pricey, you know, and I don't know, because it smells very, very strong of like perfume scent. It's not like I mind it. I feel like it's okay. It's more like an everything, like an experience. But I love the effect. After 2 uses, I really do see that my hyperpigmentation has lightened a lot. Like, you know how much it has improved when you are able to see it straight away with your naked eyes in 2 days. And it has remained that state after using this one, right? After I finished this sample size, it has remained that color till now. And I have tried using the Kiehl's one daily to kind of like so-called improve it. Yeah, so, you know, it's really worth the price and I really, really like it. So I'm still thinking I will want to purchase it, but maybe not this couple of months because I've spent a lot of money on NIOD and other stuff. So yeah. And I also really want to talk about these two. These are also the sample size that I've tried. They are from GlOW recipe. One of them is the Banana Souffle Moisture Cream. Although it's a cream, it really felt very lightweight. It's almost like an emulsion when you spread it on your face. Although it's like a cream, it's like that light texture that I really like. But it's not like a gel cream texture per se. What I like about it is that it actually has a lot of centella and asiatica, and it also has like magnesium and all that, and potassium, which helps with the skin. And I feel like it is quite hydrating for such a cream in this kind of texture, you know. And I have 2 like big blemish here that are just like hidden underneath, but they are not like a full-grown hormonal acne yet. They are just like coming out, and then they went back in after. And at that point of the time, I'm using this on top every night, and I feel like it really give my skin a lot of moisture, really hydrated, but not heavy at all. But it also kind of like calm those acne, you know. So yeah, I feel like this is doing what it does, and I really kind of enjoy it. Next is the Avocado Melt Retinol Eye Sleeping Mask. Well, I have to say I'm not a fan of it because first thing, I bought it because of technology. It's like encapsulated retinol, so it kind of releases the retinol throughout the day when you apply it and throughout the night, like, because it's like more of a night repair thing. I don't feel like it does anything, and I feel like sometimes my skin around my eyes do get a little tiny bit itchy, and I feel like it's making my eyes a little bit dry, although it is like an eye mask, and I know that maybe it's because of the retinol in it. And honestly, they give this sample size, I feel like it's rubbish because I'm trying to kind of finish this thing off because I want it to be fresh, right? And then in order to do that, I have to use it almost like every single day, and retinol every single day, I'm not really feeling it, and I felt like you have to use other eye creams with it, like not on top of it. Like maybe one day you use this one, then the next day you use that one. Kind of alternate if you want to use it on a daily basis, like a more regular basis. But I don't feel like it diminished a lot any of my fine lines or improve a little bit even. I feel like they are the same. So I'm not seeing the results of this after using like this whole packet. And that lasted me about 2 weeks, honestly, because I don't need a lot. And yeah, you know, and I have to be really careful because the next day I have to put like sunscreen. So this is what made me bought a lot of the GlOW recipe products that I'm trying right now, but this one so far is a fail. And the banana souffle cream, initially I didn't thought I would like it, but I'm actually quite impressed with it. So these are the two things that I've used and pretty much liked it. And the next one, I've talked about my favorites. This is the BHA from BENTON, the skin toner from BENTON. I love it. I've talked enough about it in my February favorites. I'm not going to talk so much about this again. This is a very good maintenance toner if you usually have a lot of sebum secretion, or like you naturally produce a lot of sebum. It's very good for maintaining that. You don't have those like weird like bumps or like gunk in the skin, in the pores, and I really like it. Like sometimes I feel like over here there's a lot of like those flaky bits, like not skin, but you know those things that rise up a little bit, and when you apply foundation, it just get caught all over there. It does not look cute. No, it doesn't. So I use this and I kind of like sometimes I rub it here. I use a cotton pad. I kind of like go in there and then do some massage there. I feel like this part doesn't have that thing anymore. And then around my nose as well. And I have to use a pore stream so I don't feel like there's a lot of dirty things in my pores. I think this is very, very good, especially if you are like me and you really want like the very clean, like good look when you apply foundation. This is something very good to try and just put it into your skincare routine. And this one, although you think that it might be like a watery toner, is not. It is more of like a viscous texture, so it has some kind of like, it's not as watery as you think. Okay, it's more like it has some kind of body to it, and it feels really, really moisturizing. And it only has 0.5% of BHA, so you don't have to worry and be very like scared to use BHA or AHA products. So I highly recommend this one. Hope you guys really get this. Like, if so many products out there, right, if you get one product, right, please try this one. It is really not expensive and just really good, so highly recommend this one. And also BENTON has a lot of products that you have to finish using it within 6 months. So I have a lot of BENTON products that I'm not opening it because I wanted to commit myself to using it within 6 months. You know, if you buy a lot of products, you're spending money, you want to reach its maximum potency that the product can give you, and that is to use it within the time frame that they give you. So they all have 6 months to it, and I'm very scared. So I'm using it daily, almost daily if I can. And but I really like the products. So that's a good thing about BENTON, and I think that marks what I've used recently. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video and find it helpful. And don't forget to subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, follow me on Instagram if you want to, and yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.